Yo, what's up, guys? It's the Mago301. That's right, Minato. We are here with Kratos vs. Asura, the first death battle episode of 2025.
If I can be honest, this was originally going to be number 5 on my top 20. But after playing God of War Ragnarok to prepare for this episode, this might be my new number 1 most wanted.
You see, Minato, when I mistakenly called this your most wanted during Fall Guys vs. Among Us, I wasn't wrong. I was simply delayed in being right.
Hey, I mean, it used to be my number 1 at some point before I discovered 4 certain other matchups, but...
Which you should totally go watch that top 20 video if you haven't already. In my channel. Minato did a great job on it.
But yeah, now Kratos vs. Asura reclaimed its rightful throne.
We are about to have a feast for our first episode. 6 to 9 minutes of animations. 10, 9. I'm way behind the countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Volume back up. Let's get right into it. Coming up! Let's go!
Kratos versus Asura. The Ghost of Sparta versus the
Okay, 1080p, good.
Because sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's way
Hell yeah!
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
So I know fuck about Asura, so...
In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang!
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals.
Of course, all this started because Zeus couldn't keep it in his pants.
Sack boy.
Winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made.
He said the thing!
The meme!
With the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords, and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the Ghost of Sparta.
Sing with me, sing for the years.
Really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage
I
on
can't
all
see
of
that scene without thinking of the meme.
With Poseidon's trident and
Holy mother of weaponry!
dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of
Damn.
Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for
Does
Kratos,
Asura have
nor
soul
was
protection?
Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and
I'm not
I'm
sure
pretty
if
sure I
I've
saw
only gotten
something.
up to the Wisen
I'm
fight.
pretty sure I saw something about Asura's soul being able to throw hands,
The
so...
load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced
That
him
would be
to
cool to
hold
see.
the cosmos on his own instead.
And he can do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light.
Fascinating.
Frankly, incomprehensible.
Let us learn the hard way that day that sometimes eating your problems is just a bad idea.
Until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon. The
Kratos
blade
opened his
of
ass up
Olympus.
like a Christmas present.
God, no!
Force field.
Not the Greek gayness!
It siphons godly energy and could pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating.
Yep, they mentioned he regained it in Valhalla.
Badass. He was unstoppable.
All right.
Non-stop killing,
So he is gonna get it
sex,
then.
and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task
God
he
of
ever
boy.
undertook, especially
God
after
of boy.
Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Hell yeah!
In the whirling
Yeah!
blades of chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of
damn!
vengeance, but with his
Okay.
new weapons and a new purpose,
Fascinating.
he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Interesting.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally,
Okay.
he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the world
Oh,
tree.
damn!
A literal tree that connects the whole
Huh.
universe.
According to Freya,
Fascinating.
the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past.
Oh,
Hot
yep.
Shovel Knight
Here we
just
go.
stands
Valhalla.
The blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
All right, that was a really nice end
This
off.
battle is sponsored by
Oh, man.
With
Oh,
Robin
man.
you can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3%
Dude, I'm so
IRA on
hyped.
retirement contributions.
The privileges of the very privileged are no longer exclusive. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%.
Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash in non-retirement accounts.
They didn't go into
That's
it
over
like his
8
weaponry
times
as
the national
much
savings
as I
average.
thought.
The
Like
perks of
they
high
went
network are
into
now
the axe a
available
lot,
on
but
any
not the
network.
Blades
The
of
new
Chaos
gold
or
standard is here
the
with
sword.
Robinhood Gold.
I mean, they already went into the Blades of Chaos probably in his first outing.
Sign up at Robinhood.com/gold.
I mean, yeah, but that was what 11 years ago now.
Rate subject to change.
Yeah, fair enough.
100% match requires Robinhood Gold at
Actually, no,
$5
it came out in,
a month for 1 year for
what,
the first
like,
match and must keep
we-
funds
what,
in
we
IRA
said
for 5
2011
years.
yesterday?
Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings.
Yeah,
account
2011.
based on data from the FDIC.
Yeah, so 14 years ago.
2024. Robinhood Financial.
I think the Blades of Chaos might need a little
Gold membership is
revamp.
Robinhood Gold LLC.
But anyhow, time to see what the hell Asura's
Long
cooking.
ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit
Oh.
monsters.
It's like 7 days chapter
Demigods
cartoon.
battled the
Put him in Marvel vs.
Really
Capcom.
energy formed from
Him and Marvel vs. Capcom!
By advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs.
Oh,
they could
man.
each harness Mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can
Gluttony.
take many forms for battle, like the six-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra,
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death, thanks to some coaxing from a
Nice!
strange golden
There's a song I told you about.
Just that, with an all-new purpose
So-
in mind.
Make the gods
Oh, yeah!
pay.
Wait.
Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods.
I knew they'd
Turns
play
out
it.
They're all assholes who started sacrificing
The symphony.
people
Let's
to try to
go.
power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this.
Oh,
Asura is so powerful. His
Would that
soul
be safe to
cannot
call it
manipulated
the
by
most
Goma
iconic
of the
Asura's
deities.
Wrath
He can propel
cutscene?
himself with mantra to fly, harden
Very.
his fist to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And
Yeah.
but you so hard you
Yeah.
wish you could die even faster.
Oh, they're giving him the mantra reactor. We might actually get giant Asura.
One shot even the
Oh,
toes
hell
of his
yeah.
toes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid. Like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high, even
oh, they're
he
giving him
couldn't
Asura
contain it,
Destructor.
Oh,
torching him into his wrath form.
Even though it
We're
hurts
definitely
Asura
getting
while he's in it,
we're
this
definitely getting a recreation of the Wyzen fight.
Dude, okay, so we were talking beforehand, like, how we thought it'd be, like, awesome if we got, like, a reverse of the Wyzen fight with Asura as the giant.
And teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again. Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst. Then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form. Finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated, and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of
Damn.
the plan to make Asura
Huh.
his heir. Chakra
Neat.
kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it! That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet.
Aw.
Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated...
Was that
Oh, that
faster or
effect
slower?
was cool.
Was that faster or slower than Kratos' feet?
Impressed.
I think it was
I
slower.
don't know. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
Asura
Fuck.
smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Kratos should be stronger, though, if it's universal versus multiversal.
God trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save him.
Unless they somehow give Asura Fortnite scaling to Ryu, I think Kratos has this.
Yeah, I think Kratos has it too.
Oh, wait, Kratos was in Fortnite too, so that wouldn't mean shit anyways.
Kratos is about to hit the Geridion over Asura.
Sponsored by Prize
At that
Picks.
point, Kratos just, he would just, he still wins because he just overwhelms and hacks.
Prize Picks has made daily
Yeah,
fantasy
okay.
sports accessible to everyone.
I think Kratos wins. I think Kratos wins.
On at least 2 players
Me
for a
too.
shot to win up to 1,000 times
All right,
the
well,
And when you want to find non-standard options that are
Yeah,
hard for
that's the
you
end of
to
the
win,
discussion.
just look for the little
I bet it
diamond.
on the Kratos Messi profile picture I currently have right now.
on the last football game of the season with
Oh.
Prize Picks is giving away a free pick for the game. To win, one of the starting quarterbacks only needs to throw
Well
1
then,
yard.
I guess we just chill here
But
for a
if
moment.
They don't.
Yeah, I guess we
They
do.
only threw it half a yard. Then
So, yeah, those were 2 pretty great analyses so far.
Oh yeah, absolutely great. If that's what's to come, I can't wait to see what's to come later this year.
Lineup.
Yep, if you download the app and use code DEATH, you'll get $50 after your first $5 line.
I know you're probably excited for Shigaraki versus Mahito.
Dude, that's my most excited one.
All right, the command
The Fortnite!
and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for
No
a
way!
death
All right,
battle!
here we fuck. It's time for a death battle. Here we
Oh, this is gonna
go.
be so cool.
I got my tea ready.
I already drank all my soda. Kratos, the god of war.
Aw. This is a really neat setup. I wonder how they're going to start fighting.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long.
Oh shit.
Oh,
But what this fight?
Here we go.
let's do this!
Fight.
Fight!
The soundtrack is starting off slow, but I already know it's going to pick the fuck up.
Whoa.
Come on, Kratos. Is that
Whoa,
Spartan
Lord,
Rage
bring out
already?
Spartan's Rage!
Already?
Seems like it. I mean, you could probably recharge it later, to be fair.
True. Quick time
It's being
event.
reversed! 6-armed an Asura. Fuck it.
I love this already.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
I mean, I feel he's gonna kill him and he's gonna just crawl back out of hell at some point. Ooh, the spear! I love the spear, honestly, so much.
The spear is awesome.
Oh, damn! Kratos, watch out! Don't get fisted!
You got this, Kratos!
Oh, okay. And he's gonna crawl back out of hell now.
Oh, I realized this might be going.
He's got the daughter amp. This isn't fair.
Oh, they're in like the. I think this is where Surtur started Ragnarok. I forget what it's called. The Spark of the Universe.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. Spartan Rage round 2.
Spartan's Rage.
This is not my end!
Giant? Giant? Yes! Yes!
Giant!
Do it! Give us the reference!
Also, the Destructor.
Give us the reference!
Hello?
Come on! Yes, 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 yes! Do it! Yes, the reference!
Oh, this is gonna be awesome!
This is the one thing I wanted! Yes!
Nice.
Let's go! That's exactly what I wanted!
Death has not heard me yet, Titan!
Come on, Kratos! Stand on that business!
He's using one of his
The end!
his heavy runic attacks. Oh, it's the blade of Olympus!
Let's go! Is that it? Question mark? Yep.
He's got the blade going through him.
Are a monster no longer. I never was.
Oh,
Rest in peace,
that is-
Asura. Aww. We win this!
Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays.
Oh man, Onslaught Power Saiyans gonna love this
But
one.
The full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
Okay.
What does
Okay.
speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across
Kratos has
centuries,
this.
obviously a lot longer
Oh,
than
wait.
Kratos.
Further with the
Kratos
centuries thing.
eventually
Yeah.
learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience.
Okay.
But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match
Yeah.
the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A
Punching.
whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to
All right.
Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Damn.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Really
Jesus.
impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
Okay.
100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't
Damn.
I mean,
Well then.
realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
All
But
right.
hey, Capcom,
Damn.
it's Asura's Wrath 2. We'll try this again.
That's pretty awesome.
Asura, the sun rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Nice.
But
Wait.
what if?
Oh?
Alternate ending.
Oh, damn. I was not expecting that.
Me neither.
Oh, the button mashing sound is a nice touch.
Aww. Instead, we
Is
got
it bad I half expected the quick time event where he pushes his daughter away?
Asura's Wrath 2, the end. Next time on...
Okay, next time, Wait.
We already know what the next time is. We both got spoiled, remember?
I didn't!
Oh.
It's too late, though. I already heard the Doom music. I know. Wait. Did I? What the hell? Ghost Rider ready to spawn?
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed that I got spoiled about this because I finally get 2 of my most wanted matchups back to back. Oh my god!
I did not get spoiled on this. I muted. I stayed off Twitter. I stayed off Reddit. I thought it was gonna be Lose vs. Ann next.
Oh.
Yeah, no. This is a complete out of left field for me.
Oh, at least you got to be surprised.
That I did.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'd say that's my new all-time favorite. It's like with every really good fight, I kind of had to sit with it before I decide if it's my new favorite or not, you know?
Yeah, and I know this is your most wanted, so I imagine you're going to have to take some time to, like, really consider it. For me, I don't have really an attachment to either character, so I can't in good faith say it's phenomenal, beautifully animated. Devil Artemis absolutely cooked.
Cooked, yeah. That was not what I was expecting him to do with the extra minutes. Damn.
Yeah, but I got what I wanted. I got the reversal of that one Asura scene, so I'm
that
happy.
Was awesome.
Yep, but other than that, phenomenal episode, a great start to Death Battle. And I guess Ghost Rider versus Spawn is next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did not see this coming. I thought it had like the cues of Doom music at the beginning when I paused. So
you thought it was going to be like Master Chief versus Doom Guy round 2?
I thought it was going to be the rematch next.
I feel like they're going to save that for a bit later, like when Doom Dark Ages comes out, when like everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That would definitely be the smartest time to release that episode.
Agreed. But yeah, hopefully
What matchup do you think they're going to do next?
I still think they have to do Lose vs. Ann sooner rather than later. There's only so much time they can cash in on the popularity.
Oh, they're definitely... I definitely think they're going to do it sometime this year. I think it's going to be maybe later in the year, though. They're probably going to do Master Chief versus Doom Guy first.
Like, the thing is, 2024 was the best time to do it, and we all know how that ended.
Yeah.
So, like, they got to...
I mean,
basically
Knights of Guinevere is coming out at some point, and that's being made by the same creator of the Owl House, so they might still do it.
Fair. Well, regardless, yeah, that's Ghost Rider vs. Spawn is next. Another episode. I basically have no attachment to either character.
I fucking love Spawn, and I fucking love Ghost Rider, though, so I'm very excited for that. Oh, you know what's crazy? Kratos and Spawn were two of the most highly requested returners, and they're getting their returns back to back.
Considering that they had their debut, they debuted fighting each other. That is pretty funny. But yeah, regardless, I think that'll do it for this episode. So, as I said, phenomenal episode.
That was crazy. I'll have to let you know next time if it did actually dethrone Guts versus Dimitri. It's probably going to end up in my top 10 at the very least. I can tell you that much.
I don't see this cracking into my top 10 just because my top 10 is like tightly knit with episodes I hold very near and dear to my heart with characters I love. Which, I mean, we see number 1 on the screen right now. Yeah, pretty sure that's a lot of people's new favorite.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Original episode will be in the description as per always. And I will see you in the next reaction. See ya!